Greetings, fellow YouTubers. Lindsay here. How you doing? My son, you can't see him. He's on the ground trying to blow into the... Can you blow really hard?
That's... yeah,
I think he is, baby.
That sounds...
There you go. Are you blowing on the red?
Yes!
Do it again. It should flare up. All right. Keep doing it. You're going to do it for about 30 seconds. Breath after breath after breath.
He's going to pass out the fire.
Exactly.
One more time. One more time.
Okay,
Yeah, it's not... You're not being very successful at this.
Yes, can you...
You want your food?
So, what do y'all think about the crazy events of this week, guys? Let's date this video for anybody watching in the future. Today's Friday, April 3rd. We have Mother Hen here. Hello, Mother Hen. How are you? Thank you. She says she enjoys my West Side videos. I enjoy making them. I do lots of West Side videos because, well, that's where I live, and it fits best into my busy work schedule. Right, so the events of the week. This has been a crazy week. The stay-in-home order has been in force for a... Careful there, baby. There's dirt on the ground, you know. The stay-in-place order has been in force for what, a couple weeks now? I feel like it's been more than that. It's just dragging by. It really is. Some crazy stuff going on in the world. Everybody's all stressed out, so you know what? Let's just relax by the fire and just pull up a chair. Pull up a chair and have a seat. Well, hello, downtown Cincinnati. How are you guys doing?
This is really scary.
Oh, you should not be sitting in that chair. There's stuff in it.
No, I moved the stuff.
Oh, my wife is sitting in a really old canvas camp chair that I believe was dry rotted when I bought it used, and it's been sitting out for a couple of years out by this empty vacant fire pit, and she just sat in it. And you know,
Hey,
can I politely say we're not small people?
what are you talking about? I don't understand.
You probably can't hear. But she sat in that canvas camp chair, and it just went. I know that chair is never gonna be the same.
Well, the other chair is the center of gravity is too high. I'm gonna fall into the fire. So between the two, you use my phone, Evan.
All right. So
You're actually sitting.
one of the viewers just left a comment that she homeschooled her kids. We tried the homeschool thing, which it was fine while I was not working, but when I started working, it became, with my wife and I both working, kind of became unmanageable. I've got to go blow on this fire. It's going out. Let me show y'all how it's done.
You want me to do this?
Fluffy people, yes, Don, that would be correct. Oh, you know what it was, Evan? Were you blowing from the big side, or were you blowing from the tiny side? That was the problem. Let me show you. Sorry. All right, so you get down here, and I have this. So I don't know if you guys can see this thing. It's kind of looks like an old-fashioned metal antenna, and it kind of shrinks down into this. And I extend it out, and I use it to blow my fire with. And, well, sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't. Wow, Mother Hen says she homeschooled all 8 of her kids. If you hear suspicious noises, it's coming from my son.
You're not making any noises.
I'm not sure what that was.
Careful, this chair is crap, but I'm gonna.
Oh, please do not touch the chair while your mom is in it. That chair is questionable at best. All right, so some stuff that happened this week. Zip Dip closed. That was a shocker. I don't know how many of you guys that are watching or will be watching this video later know that Zip Dip closed. They announced it on their Facebook page Monday. Evan and I filmed a video there on Saturday, which was posted Tuesday. And if you watch that video all the way to the end, it's West Side changes, COVID-19, coronavirus, West Side changes, something like that. If you watch that all the way to the end, you'll see me and Evan going to Zip Dip for what may be the last time. We don't know how long this whole thing is going to last, and it is some scary times. Nothing that a campfire can't cure, though.
Move your seat.
Oh,
It is my chair. I just realized.
Jana is about to go and steal Evan's chair. He can sit in the busty canvas chair.
You know what? I make money for the family, so
Yeah.
Evan takes money from the family. So, well, this one doesn't sound too safe either, actually.
Which one is that?
Mine.
Your old one?
Well, I mean, it's my only one. That one's way too tall. That's my show chair.
Oh, yeah. I don't know why he brought that out here. I told him not to, and he did anyway. I wish there was more light out here, but, other than Evan running up. Wave at the camera, Evan. This will be the last time they'll be able to see you over there in the light. So, yeah, Zip Dip closed, and I remember reading the Facebook post for it. It was long. It was a long post, and I don't personally know the folks at Tim, I'll answer your question in a second. I don't personally know the Zip Dip people, but it was very emotional. You can tell that they're very they're emotionally connected to their business. All right, so Tim asked, is there any historical significance to your place? I think I own the oldest house on the block. So when we moved into this house, it was abandoned. So that's right, Irv and his wife bought an abandoned house and fixed it up. So while there's no historical significance per se, it is an older home. So I don't know if that really answers anything.
1939?
Yeah, it was built in the 1930s, and it is double brick and mortar, plaster walls, solid house, which means it doesn't have insulation, but So the fire is fading here. I'm an essential worker. I work at a substance abuse treatment clinic and medication assisted treatment. I'm actually a licensed professional counselor, and I do. So I'm an essential worker. What they can't, according to law, they can't shut us down. We are doing lots of telehealth and teletherapy right now, so I'm still going to work. But I don't have many clients actually coming into the office, and more clients are taking advantage of our telehealth stuff. So I'm still working, and at the moment my wife is still working, but as everybody knows, most businesses, unless they're medical or food production, are shutting down at the moment, and it won't be too long before even a lot of those start shutting down. So it's tough times for everybody, but we are here at the house and hunkered down. And Mom, for those of you that have been following my channel for a long time, Mom has stayed home, and as far as I know, she hadn't left her house in a couple of weeks. She's she's at risk because of a lot of problems that she has. Mother Hen is talking about her husband is in construction and still working. Yeah, it's, I have, I know lots of people, just in my circle at work and everything else. There's a lot of people that are being hit hard by this because their jobs are being shut down, and, it's a tough time. And especially if you're stuck in the house and school doesn't look like it's going to go back in session, and, a lot of people are having a rough time. So some important tips: work on self-care. Think about think about things you can do at the house. It's very important, guys, that you hold down a schedule. That you, if you're home and you're not working and you're laid off, or you're working from home, you still want to keep a schedule. You still want to take care of your, your basic. Get up and get dressed and take a shower, and don't just stay in your pajamas all day. That's generally unhealthy. If you find yourself taking off your pajamas to put pajamas on at night when you go to bed, that's probably not a good thing. So, get dressed, hold a schedule, find something to do every day. Some things that I'm recommending to my clients to do, self-care is important, but also, what about professional self-care? You might be laid off from your job, but you could pick up new job skills. You could, I have to do professional trainings every year, and a lot of people in the medical industries have to do like continuing education stuff. So, if you're, Mother Hen calls it pajama schooling. So, you can also reach out to coworkers or friends. Make sure that you use your social, the social circle that you do have. We're discouraging everybody from going out in person and visiting people and staying home, and to just stay home. But we have so many tools at our disposal. We have video streaming. We have a lot of people have been using video conferencing for work more than ever before. Hey, the price of gas is cheap. That's So I'm still having to drive back and forth to work at Fairfield, and I'm very thankful for the low price of gas right now, because I normally pay twice this much for gasoline. Yo, Evan, the fire needs some sticks.
Seem like I'm a state boy.
Okay, just remember that next time you're asking me for video games, or I don't know. Grab like 5 or 6 of them.
You want a flashlight, baby?
A lot of bugs down there too, man.
Don't tell him this. Why What's wrong with you?
Was that 5 or 6 sticks?
That was 2 sticks.
That was 2 sticks. Come on.
2 sticks.
2 sticks. What else happened this week? The city of Cincinnati laid off a ton of people. Hey, look at that.
Let there be light.
And the wife said, "Let there be light." And Android said, "Okay, here you go." Actually, she has an iPhone.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, sorry.
Android didn't do anything.
I have Android. Long live Android. Little green robot. The city of Cincinnati laid a bunch of people off. That was it was a lot of people, wasn't it? How many people was it? It was a little over 1,000 people. It was a lot of people.
I didn't know.
That was a real sign of the times, I guess, when the government starts doing mass layoffs. And how about Tennessee? Jan, have you read about the Tennessee debacle?
No, what happened?
The governor evidently didn't. He made the statement, "Who knew that people could be asymptomatic and not actually be sick, but be carriers?"
Arkansas.
I thought that was Tennessee. The Tennessee governor, they didn't lock down until like today.
Like I'm sure no medical professionals told him that in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy. So anyway, I just I was thinking I haven't been out here at the fire pit in about a year, and before that probably another year, and it just seemed important. I wanted to do a fire tonight. I thought about that Wednesday. I was like, I want to do a fire. It's a good time to do a fire. Can't go watch movies at the movie theater. Can't go shopping at St. Vincent's. Can't even get a table over at Christine's, although Christine has promised me some sticky rice if I go by tomorrow. I don't know if you guys know what sticky rice is. It's kind of a
Sticky.
it's rice that's sticky. Great guess, Jana. You win a gold star. Ding, ding, ding. It is kind of I don't know how to describe it. It's rice that has some like vanilla and some sugar. It's not overly sweet. It's very subtle, and I absolutely I love it. And she made some, and she texted me and told me to come by and get some. So I'm gonna go by Christine's tomorrow. I would love to do a video over at Christine's. I wonder if she'd let me do a video. I bet you they're busy as heck with deliveries over there. All right. Usually have large bonfires. Oh yeah, college bonfires are the thing of legend. They can also be scary. There was they used to do a huge bonfire at one of the universities in Texas. Was it Texas A&M or was it University of Texas? And they had that big collapse. I think it was Texas A&M University they did a big bonfire, guys. It was like taller than it was like 3 or 4 stories tall, huge. It was like a feat of engineering, and they did it every year for as long as anybody can remember. And then one year there was a goof up and it collapsed, and there was a bunch of people died. So yeah, bonfires, if done right, they're great. Like, this is a great night for a bonfire. I mean, the stars are out, the moon is very bright. There's a few wisps of clouds that you can kind of see. But I see Orion's belt. Right there. Orion's belt. What did you say?
Can you find Evan's belt so you can wear it?
Don't make me put you on camera. I will describe you to the people.
Words cannot describe me. What are you talking about?
Do it.
Any new history videos planned? Well, it's kind of hard for me to get out and do anything right now. Probably going to do more driving videos. I do want to get out tomorrow and do some show some of what things look like. For people that don't live here, I've got a lot of former Cincinnatians that follow my channel, and they're very interested in what's going on right now. And a lot of people who are properly should be staying at home might be interested in what it looks like. So there's nothing against driving around in my car. I am afraid those videos might get old. So what I really want to do is revisit some of the places I've visited before, which is what I was going to do this summer. But it's kind of hard to do if, you know, with things being the way they are. So, I've thought of going and flying the drone, do another some drone footage. One of the parks over off of Glenway, and send the drone up. Mother Hen says cemetery videos are nice. Y'all need to keep an eye on the dog. You can't just let him roam around. It's night and there's critters.
Come here, pet that.
And a little later on, I'll tell you what I saw after you have a chance to enjoy the fire, because, you know. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Jana.
What?
I'll tell you later about something that happened while I was sitting here while you were gone.
What? You're going to tell me that there might be a critter?
Yeah, but they're airborne. It's no big deal.
Oh, Lord, it's a bat, isn't it?
We have bats. There was a couple of bats, and they were flying around and fighting. It was actually kind of fun to watch. Evidently, there's a colony of bats way over there. You can't see it. Way over there. And there's another.
Left me behind.
There's another bat. Oh, there is a bat story. When we first moved here, we had a bat fly into our house. This is a story worth telling.
And Mom went, "Oh, look. And and then
I booked it.
So I'm standing outside, and I hear this scream, and I think, was it Evan?
Oh, it was her.
No, it was probably me.
I hear this scream. It was Evan, and I hear this blood-curdling scream, and I'm standing out in the driveway outside, and he screamed, "Mom!" And my first thought was that Jana was dead. that something, she had a heart attack or something, because that's what it sounded like. So Jana comes bolting out of the house, completely abandons Evan. What Mom of the Year award, right? And then Evan's still in the house, and he comes out second, and there's a bat in the house, and they both look at me like something special about me because I'm the man of the house or something. So I go out to the garage, and I grab a big green fishing net, like you'd scoop your fish up out of the water. Went in the house, the bat's flying around the living room, one scoop of it, and I caught him. Went outside. Once he got caught, he was very happy to be caught. He didn't fight. He was like, oh, yes, I can get out. So I took him out the front porch and just kind of inverted the net, and he flew away. And he was she, he, whatever. That was, yeah.
She pointed the bat, and I was like, what? And she
I
said,
saw it fly across. I was in the living room. I saw it fly across the kitchen.
I take bats as a sign of a healthy ecosystem.
And she was like, look.
They eat bugs, and I think they eat mosquitoes. And they eat all sorts of stuff that we don't really want around, so we tolerate the bats. Yes, we do.
I don't tolerate it.
So this is actually a pretty nice fire. I think I'm going to let it burn down at this point. I don't think we're going to put more wood on it. Something very hypnotic about a fire, though, guys. Sitting and staring at a fire, and I find it very relaxing. Yeah, and that's what it was, Mother Hen. They were just flying around. It was right as the sky was getting dark, and they were flapping around in the sky like crazy. And there's a couple of them that were fighting. They were screeching at each other. I thought it was kind of cool, but
Jana would have been indoors.
yeah, Jana would have fled for her life.
You would have left me behind like you did in the house.
You're 13, 14 now, boy. You can run.
You can run, yeah, that's right.
You got legs.
So I don't know what you guys have planned for the rest of the weekend, but I think that I will be playing video games, and I think I'm gonna actually plant some seeds out here in my garden tomorrow. Build some bat houses. What do you think about building some bat houses?
What do you mean? I'm not doing that in our backyard.
My family is scared of anything that's not human.
No, look at this.
I can log a patent just fine.
Yeah, they're okay with dogs. That's about it. They're
Cats.
especially if it's creepy crawly or if it's flappy or has wings or anything.
Birds are cool.
Lizards.
Birds are
We have those lizards around here. My wife hates those lizards, those Lazarus lizards.
Would you just call them Lazarus lizards?
Yeah, they're called Lazarus lizards. My wife thinks it's funny that I just called them Lazarus lizards. The guy that brought them to Cincinnati is named Lazarus.
I didn't know this.
Yes, yeah, he brought them to Cincinnati.
Person to hate. Great.
If you look up Lazarus lizard, you'll find out about it. It'll tell you what they actually are. They have a name. It's not Lazarus lizard. You can stop being loud now with your bottle there, little baby Evan. What is that? Nope, not falling for it again. You're on your own now. All right, so I've been watching Babylon 5. Oh, cute. My son has a bottle of fruity juice looking thing that looks like something a 5-year-old would drink. I just want you to know that.
And that's been sitting in the garage for about a year.
Ew.
Bro, you eat disgusting things all the time. You can't be saying ew.
I mean, it's not time to break out the food storage yet.
Shut up.
Drinking random drinks from the food storage out in the garage. That's pretty desperate.
Storage.
I mean, it kind of is.
No, it's not. It's
Anything that's been laying around for a year is officially food storage.
It was for my lunch last year.
Can you see, Evan? Get the bottle out from front of your face so you can remove the shadow. The shadow nose. Stop it. Nobody wants to see that.
No one wants to see you.
Man, you're going to kill all my viewers, all 3 of them. Actually, it'll only be 2 because one of them's my mom. Hi, Mom. So I really only have 2 viewers plus Mom.
That's really sad. Honestly, really sad.
Oh, but when I post a live video, people watch it later.
But honestly, it's really sad.
Yeah, they'll watch it later. So
Drop it.
yeah, Mom's here somewhere, or she was. So there's my mom, and then there's Mother Hen. So technically 2 moms, I guess. So I wanted to go back over to Ludlow in Kentucky, and I wanted to do another the Ludlow incinerator and Ludlow Lagoon and all that out there. I want to do some more of that. I'm gonna take my drone out there and fly it over the old lagoon. That would be fun. But can't do that until later in the summer now, doof.
Well, I'm still going with you.
Oh, you'll go with me. Yeah. You went with me before. I watched that video. If you guys go look up Ludlow Lagoon on the youtube.com/ErvTV.
No one tells you that.
And you know what? I'm gonna throw something at you. And you search for Ludlow Lagoon, or just search for the word Ludlow. You'll pull up both videos. And Ludlow Lagoon used to be right at the end of a streetcar line that went across the river over in Ludlow. And they like to put these big theme parks at the end of the line on those streetcar lines. That way people would pay the money to go all the way out there. And often the people that owned the lagoon or owned the amusement parks were connected to the streetcar line. And that was their idea. So they could make money on both. And there used to be a whole lagoon there, and then it was just as big as Kings Island is today, and it's not there anymore. It used to be a lake. The lake was drained and they filled it in, and you would never know that there used to be a huge amusement park. It was one of the earliest roller coasters. They didn't call it a roller coaster, but it was an early roller coaster. We're talking turn of the 20th century roller coaster, guys. You could rent boats and you could go on little boat rides out in the lagoon, and they had different attractions, and it was a bona fide amusement park. And they had what they called a motor-drome, where they had these motorcycle races in this little circular track, and one of them went off the track and hit one of the gas lines because he had gas lighting, and there was a big explosion. A bunch of people died. It's crazy. But it's pretty interesting to go out there. There's nothing to see, but if you know what you're looking at, I would like to find somebody that knows more about it that can show me where, like, you can still find piers and pilings and stuff, and you can find all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I've read about that airport, and it's one of those things, like, I've tried to find, like, a lot of stuff. There's not a lot of information, and so it's tough to find information about a lot of Cincinnati history stuff. So, well, we're right at 30 minutes on the live stream. I'm going to edit the beginning of this down. So, even though the video is actually going on 36 minutes right now, I'm going to cut out the first 5 minutes where I started early.
Mom says she's here, by the way.
Mom says she's here?
Yes.
Well, she just doesn't know how to comment on the... Oh, yeah, she did. She commented once.
Well, she just texted me.
Okay. So I think I'm going to go ahead and close it down. I don't think anybody's going to watch a 30-minute long video once I repost this, but guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being next to the fire with me. And we had one last comment just stroll in. Amazing how a whole amusement park can completely disappear. Yeah, that's not a joke. There was at least 4 amusement parks, big amusement parks in Cincinnati. You had the one up north that recently was acquired by one of the municipalities. And then, then there was a couple of others. I need to do a video about the amusement parks. So, all right, guys, appreciate it. Once again, have a safe week. Everybody stay well and stay safe. Stay home as much as you can. And if you need to reach out to friends and family members for help or support to bring you supplies, if you're, I'd say if you're over the age of 70, now's the time to just start staying home. And if you have family members that are over the age of 70, you might have to help them out to run errands for them, bring them medicine, bring them supplies, food, stuff like that, so that they don't have to go out, because they're probably some of the most vulnerable. Appreciate everybody watching again, and hey guys, I will see you in the next video.
The video, like, or the fire, like.